Hi everyone, this is Dango. In this video, we are going to review the final match between GN33 and Leon. This is the final iOS server match, and yeah, this is the season 4 of Apex Arena. So here, GN33 is using 3 tanks here, Juggler, Amelia, and Landius. Whereas second player Leon here is using 2 tanks, and he's also using Gizlov as the faction buffer. So the first ban here is Landius. First pick from GN33 is Juggler. So the second ban here is Zareda and Ares. Second pick from Leon is Juggler. Listel and Ryan. Here Gizlov, Basil and Juggler. So Leon is having like 3 characters are with Gizlov faction, and still with Iris. This is looking very strong. And first player, there is 2 debuff here and a gospel. I have to say I like second player's team a little bit more. Iris is not faction buffed, but he can self buff. This juggler should be calling faction buff from player 2. Yeah. This can actually mean without water Iris can kill juggler, but I'm sure the second turn he's gonna stay in the water. So Iris will have trouble killing that juggler now. So Ryan used the transformation now. If Juggler cannot jump in within 2 turns, he may out of water. Oh, already starting the rush now. Oh, that looks a mispositioning from player 1. That Iris is a free kill from player 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that Iris is dead. This is trading the healer with Iris. It could be something that player 1 hoped, but I do think this is a good trade for player 2. Yeah, I mean, losing Iris and losing Iris here, I think is a very fair trade. Because player 2 still have a full like Gizlo faction there, a full mystical faction. Gospel on Juggler. Okay, so Gizlov using the 3 cost scale. Construct is gonna becoming a mega construct here. So before construct getting killed, there is a AoE released by the construct. And then there is a mega construct here with all the you know the buff he can get. Okay. And it's actually dealing a significant amount of damage as well. Interesting. Detroit tried to kill the construct, which she can, but there is going to be another AoE debuff here from the construct. Basil cannot follow up, so I'm not sure the timing for the construct is the best. But Juggler decided to jump right now. After this jump, Basil can jump in the next round. So for player 1, maybe this Juggler needs to jump, and but he cannot fix the Basil, so. But he needs to jump anyway, so to retreat so that he's not being fixed here. Because there is going to be a Beast Shark to follow up. But this Juggler looks still dead, because, yeah, I mean, maybe Basil can jump in first to use the AoE skill. Or actually just directly Beast Shark. You can still fix the Detroit there, so. Hey, should be fun. Fingers touch on this tail. Basil is just going to jump in and do the AoE thing. So very effective black hole. So heal from Detroit, trying to attack. No, just doing Gospel on Ryan. But he didn't notice that Ryan has cannot receive any debuff. So that Gospel is basically wasted. That's a very huge mistake from player 1 side. So player 2 now actually just a retreat. Player 1 is still staying in water, this Ryan, so he cannot jump in time. Only Listiel can try to jump in a little bit. Another construct summoned by Gizelov. And that construct is dealing some damage to Ryan. GN33 realized that he cannot go through Juggler in this game. And Ryan cannot jump into the battlefield on time, so he just basically gave up. The second map is the Windcast. Yeah, interesting. The wall map. So both players are not having Alastral in the box. They are also not swiping up Alastral. This map Alastral is still very good. So they go with Juggler game for both sides. So still first ban land use. Interesting. I can understand why GN33's land use is being banned, but I don't understand why GN33 banned Leon's land use. I didn't see a lot of method for GN33 to kill Juggler. Yeah, like... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I just didn't see you have a lot of method to kill Juggler. Night of Mystery could be one of them, Iris could be one of them, but besides that too, I didn't see how he deal with Juggler. But GN33's team this time is very strong. There is Juggler, Hihei, and Listiel combo. Whereas for second player, there is Yusuke. So second player may have trouble to kill Juggler this time as well. I mean, Night of Mystery can be used to kill Juggler, but at the same time, Night of Mystery can die to this Hihei. And also Listiel. Listiel is kind of countered by Detroit, but not. Could be not enough, we will see. Okay, interesting. Oh, so Leon cannot go through the Juggler right now because Listiel is bringing the magic tank skill, so she's actually helping tanking the magical attack from Juggler. So although Night of Mystery can kill Juggler, she cannot one-shot Listiel. Especially Listiel, this is the same class, so the new accessory that can deal a fixed damage before the battle cannot be effective. Wow, directly again on Hihei. That's very interesting. Oh, this is just trying to be player 2 from GN33. This is a trick. If you get Liana from player 1, then you can kind of just, yeah, you can kind of just again here. So now GN33 is basically just trying to get player 2. After another 2 turns, so in turn 4, the again will be ready again. So then GN33 will be player 2 with again instead of being player 1. So that's very interesting. So this is a gospel on Hihei. Interesting. Cause you already bring faction buff, I wonder why Hihei need another gospel. So Rian used the transformation skill. Night of Mystery is just moving around. I think next turn is the turn she's going to do something. Jump in and maybe, but there's not enough distance here. Okay, maybe there will be a teleport. Yeah, teleport is what I was thinking about. This is trying to kill Listel though. So Hihei jumps in. This is aiming at a kill on Juggler or just applying the debuff. Oh, this is trying to attack Night of Mystery. Yeah, that should still be a kill. Yeah, this teleporting, I didn't even check, but yeah, this Hihei is bringing backstab, so that should be a dead Night of Mystery here. There is a Iris teleport, there is defense buff, but the defense here doesn't look very high. And I'm not sure if he's using Star Earring a lot. But yeah, backstab usually is enough to kill this kind of like characters like Night of Mystery. If there is no crit, maybe she can survive. Oh, Beast Shock on Hihei. That looks bad move as well. Wasting a Beast Shock on Hihei. Why not just directly kill Hihei by Deteriorate? It should be a kill from Deteriorate anyway. So now player 2 is not looking very good. I'm not sure about if Deteriorate can kill that Listel. Again on Listel. This is trying to finger and then jump in. Yeah, player 1 is gonna finger and then jump in with the Juggler. This is still a very effective combo here. Jump in with Listel. Guarding Listel as well. Okay. So player 2 decided to jump out. So just dealing damage to Listel only. Gospel on Juggler here. Okay. Deteriorate moving back. Player 1 here is very patient. The use key from player 2 is already out of the transformation skill. And now Juggler is back to normal without any finger effect. So Listiel still using the magical guard here, but she's not in full health point. So I wonder if this Detroit decided to jump in now, he should be able to kill Listiel. There's a heal reverse up on Hihei, which is kind of rip, and Rian is getting a clock. So that Rian is gonna be very dangerous. But now this Detroit should be able to use move again. Let me check. Yeah, she should be use move again and kill that Listiel. This is not for health point. Should be a kill. The magic defense is not really that high, especially Skeleton Knight has no magic defense here, so yeah, it should be a kill. So let's see. Miracle C, do some damage to Yusuke again. Interesting. Instead of deciding to kill Listiel, player 2 here decided to gospel a Yusuke that does not have a transformation buff. Interesting. So he loses the chance to kill that Listiel. That Listiel was not in full health point. Yeah, like he also moves the first next turn. I'm not really sure about why he's trying to gospel Yusuke right now instead of killing a Listiel, because Listiel is still very dangerous for him. There's no gospel now for Juggler, and Listiel is going to use a finger the next turn. Okay, so Listiel can use finger this turn now, and player 2 does not have any gospel. Yeah, so finger on Juggler. Yeah, I'm not sure why player 2 gave up the best chance to kill a Listiel. Doesn't make sense to me. Now, Rian plus a Listiel combo is gonna be very effective. Yusuke attacks Juggler but cannot really kill. Blood Dance. Another AoE damage and killed Iris. Still gospel Yusuke, so basically player 2 put everything on Yusuke. Liana killed Detroit because there is no magical guard. Yusuke should be able to finish off the Juggler. Oh, 899 health point left. That's kinda rip. So Juggler actually decided to, to take out the spot here. So, this Liana and Brian looks they are dead actually. So Liana is dead here. But Rian can actually survive because there is a Apex put on Rian. Interesting. Oh, there is also a talent triggered. Oh yeah, this is interesting because here the mobility is 4, but if Liana is killed, when Liana is killed, his mobility actually becomes 5. This is how he can travel here. Oh, that's a very interesting move here. Kills Juggler, so now is Yusuke versus the rest of the team. But Yusuke cannot kill that Juggler on time before getting, Listiel is a still counter, like huge counter to Yusuke. So GN33 for the last battle moving out the Hihei, moving out Night of Mystery and also moving out Iris. Interesting. But put in Tiarius, Basil, and Lolly Basil. So this is going for tank push strategy here. So in tank push strategy, you just want to be very safe against the player. So a rush character like Iris is getting kicked. Instead, the best character for tank push is getting, is getting back, which is Tiarius. Interesting. So Leon here is using the same box. There's nothing that changed here. So first ban is Landius. First ban is Juggler. So that is very, very interesting. So yeah, I think this kind of box works better on Landius or Amelia. So we will see. So maybe Gen 33 is going to pick Amelia here. Yeah, exactly. Because at the point when he's putting back the Tiarius, I know he's not going for Juggler, so he's also banning the Juggler, so he's trying to just do the tank push with Leon. But still, Landius is a little bit stronger. Yeah, Landius is still a little bit stronger than like Amelia. And also now player 1 is going for heavy AoE focused team with Basil and Giselov. So second player still needs something like Lolly Basil. He picked the Juggler here. So Lolly Basil is gonna be banned. So I would rather pick Lolly Basil instead of Juggler. I know Juggler can kind of counter AoE a little bit, but you cannot really counter the dispel from Basil. So if you have Lolly Basil having the huge, having the mass heal and also creating the healing zone, that is very effective counter a debuff team. So Juggler, although you can have the heal after AoE, but you cannot actually, you cannot counter debuff effectively. So that Basil can either sleep you, or can just use Black Hole and sleep. And after a Black Hole, if there is like some critical debuff like heal block, then your team is really half died. And there is another Night of Mystery that can also do the AoE as well. Night of Mystery here should bring 2 AoE instead of the single target skill. At least she should bring 1 AoE here, because AoE is going to be more effective against the second player here, although there is a Juggler. Yeah, I mean this AoE is probably cast after you can kill the Juggler. Yeah, we will see. So Jin 33 here is just trying to do a tank push, but he also picks the Juggler. The Juggler here, I really don't really like the Juggler pick here. I'm not sure what this Juggler here is doing. So that's the 3-cost skill from Amelia. So now if Amelia is dead, then oh yeah, now if Amelia is dead, she can revive to full health point. And also this 3-cost skill is decreasing the crit chance by 30% for all the friendly allies around Amelia within 3 spots, and also decrease 20% of fixed damage. And also, yeah. And also can revive, yeah. And also this is a guard for both magical and physical guard. There is still no faction buff for Amelia, so there has to be a mass resist here. This is to prevent the sleep, yeah, from Basil. Oh, there is also a Veiler from second player, so that can solve the problem a little bit. Calling faction buff for Basil, okay. So second player already jumped in here, interesting. I'm not sure if the AoE is enough for second player though. Okay, so Giselov is destroying his old summon, which deals some AoE effect here, and then summon a new construct here. Okay, dealing some damage to Terius, not very effective though. Oh, Beast Shock on a construct. Wow. That's kinda crazy. Yeah, this is a pretty bad move from the juggler. Now Basil can also just cast a black hole on these three. Or an earthquake. That can work as well. Dispel, what about another black hole from Basil? Actually, just sleep Amelia, interesting. But if you sleep Amelia, Juggler can jump in later, so it's not a super effective sleep. I'm not sure about using mass resist though. Like, here you should have jumped in with your Juggler. This Juggler should be jumping in here, or maybe jumping in here to fix the land use, and then you can try to find a kill on Basil, which is hard because Listiel cannot kill Basil. Yeah, but maybe jumping here. Yeah, wasting Beast Shock on a construct is also not really working. Also wasting the Terius here. Yeah, not really sure what he's doing. Blood Dance on Night of Mystery. Again, not really sure what he's doing. Okay, he just want to kill that Night of Mystery. That's okay. Amelia is still very tanky against a magical attack. Yeah, she's still very tanky against a magical attack. So player 2 use Manbore here, okay. Three cost skill, guard skill, okay. Retreating these two characters, okay. Now player 2 cannot get through land use because the jump is vested and the Beast Shock, that's the most important thing, is also vested. So cannot kill Gizlov here. If Gizlov can summon another construct, it'd be very nice. Cause that construct can be used to block player 2 here. Yeah. So player 2 now looks being blocked. First life of Amelia be getting kicked. So she's almost a heal back to like full health point for herself at least. Okay. Now player 2 is getting blocked. He cannot get through the land use anymore. And Gizlov is turning the construct into a big construct here. We have seen so many Gizlov constructs in Chinese server now. Looks pretty OP. Yeah, Juggler wasting a Beast Shock on a construct. I still cannot believe like why he is doing that. It looks super weird. Landius only needs to survive for another 2 turns, so as long as he survives here, it's good. Vader killed himself to get the 3-cost effect, and then Basil just sleep the Juggler right here, so Juggler is going to be killed the next turn. That is GG. That is GG. That is GG. There's also a heal block on this here. Looks oh, no heal block. Okay. Yeah, this land use is just sitting here, and player 2, Jin33, can absolutely do nothing here. So Vader used a mass heal in the end and then kill himself to apply the 3-cost skill. So Listel can do a blood dance at the beginning to counter Vader's 3-cost skill. But this is a Bracer land use and a Bracer Basil, so the blood dance is not very effective. Amelia trying to deal some damage, which is even less than the damage she received. Another black hole from Basil. Yeah, Leon is getting the win here, looks like. This is going to stall to the end because no one is killing each other, but it is Leon that is going to win in the end. Yeah, so Jin33 achieved his stall goal, but he didn't have enough damage. If this is Season 2, then he could have won this battle because he is Player 2. But because this is not Season 2 anymore, this is Season 4, so you cannot win just by stalling. You need to deal more damage. Okay. Jin33 already accepted his fate, and he's just killing his characters now. But Leon is not ending. He's like, no, there's no way. You cannot just jump into the fog. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, Amelia getting killed. So Leon got the champion, and the champion from last season got the 2nd place runner-up. So that is still pretty good, I would say. So very interesting battle between Leon and Jin33, definitely. And congratulations on Leon to get the champion of this season. Leon was the top 8 player for first season, and then he kind of failed off the season 2 and season 3. And here we go, Leon is back and is the champion for season 4. Very, very strong player. Okay, that's all about this video. I will see you guys later. The global server playoff is going to start, so definitely we will see who can get the champion.